For what purpose does the lady from Cabarrus, Representative Staton-Williams, rise?
To speak to the motion.
Please recognize and debate the motion.
So a few weeks ago, I stood on this floor and wished my grandma a happy birthday, her 86th birthday to be exact. During her 86 years, she's seen and been victimized by Jim Crow laws and voter suppression. She's also seen and taken part in the civil rights movement. Growing up here in Anson County and moving to Mecklenburg County as a young mom, young wife, young woman, she knew and has always preached to us, her grandkids and her kids, about the importance of making sure her voice and the voice of others were heard through voting. The day after her birthday, my sweet grandma fell at home and broke her ankle and is largely dependent now, the past couple of weeks, on a wheelchair. And she's gonna have to use that wheelchair for the next 8 to 12 weeks. You know what happens in 8 to 12 weeks? Voting. We're in the voting season. In SB 747, Section 24, would require every polling place to now maintain a log of individuals who lawfully assist voters in casting their ballots with the person's name, address, and signature. This section raises concerns for the purpose of the Americans with Disabilities Act, so ADA. ADA requires full and equal voting opportunities to those with disabilities. This kind of change could make it harder for voters with disabilities to have assistance when voting. It opens up the door for harassment of community leaders, community members, and those who assist more than one voter. In the end, this provision makes it harder for someone with disabilities to vote and for them to have the assistance that they absolutely need. While my grandmother's disability is temporary, again, 8 to 12 weeks, I can't imagine how this will impact others with disabilities, and people in particular, specific to my family, my Aunt Beverly, who was in a near-fatal car accident in 2005. She needs assistance every day, with her activities of daily living, including voting, from her son, my little big cousin, Brandon. We have a constitutional obligation to run fair elections in even and odd number years, which means making sure every single voter has the opportunity to cast their ballot. SB 747 adds unnecessary red tape and is absolutely an attempt to silence the voices of those who need our help the most. I'm very fortunate and lucky to have a grandmother who was able to share her experiences and learn from the past. We cannot take one step back with voting rights, and I can absolutely assure you this is a step back. This will not only impact us, it will impact the young people that we so much say that we're fighting for. This is the institution that you want them to inherit. I remember a couple of weeks ago when those students were up here. Remember that while you're voting to veto this bill.